What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the page if you're not a member of the channel, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Man, Stephen A. Smith, man, well, I should call him Stephen A. Hypocrith. Uh, you know, it's something to be said about individuals that they backtrack on what the fuck they say. Okay. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. In case some of y'all have, been hiding or, I'm saying, been in a cave or, been cast away. Stephen A. Smith came out and basically said that, Kevin Durant made a mistake coming to Brooklyn. And then he has the audacity to sit up there and say some stupid shit talking about Kyrie Irving betrayed him or betrayed Kevin Durant. Listen, I'm pretty sure that some of the LDBC brothers have talked about it. Uh, I can't, know who right off the top of my head, but the only guys I can think of is LB and Too Raw. If you haven't subbed to their pages, definitely go sub to their pages. And I'm a triple down on this motherfucker. Now look, he gonna come out and make this statement right here, and basically saying, okay, James Harden about James Harden getting his act together. Then he go ahead and tries to pour more gasoline on the fire by saying, Kevin Durant, I'm sad for you, bro. You're all alone. You have no help, and more importantly than anything else. And now that I think about it, hold on. Ticket talked about this shit too. I forgot about that. Shout out to Ticket TV, pro basketball updates. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. And he said, I'm not talking about this as a Knicks fan. Kevin Durant made the wrong decision by going to Brooklyn, and he's going to rue the he's going to rue that day that he did that. Let's analyze why this is. Because you've got a guy in James Harden, not first year. This is his second year in a row. Mad love for James Harden. You got to get your act together, bro. You ain't James Harden right now. Averaging 19 points per game, sitting there struggling from the field. You had 24 points last night, and it was a meaningless 24 that I've ever seen from the career of James Harden. You are a superstar, and you are not looking like one. And he said, KD, you made the wrong decision, and here's why. Because you trusted Kyrie. Kyrie betrayed you, flat out betrayed you, left you hanging. And while you were sitting up there getting your ass kicked last night, Steph Curry sitting there shimmying and joking around, laughing on the court. They were cheering for Steph Curry in Brooklyn, when they was chanting MVP. From the opening tap, they were chanting MVP in the Barclays Center, and it wasn't for the dude averaging 28.9 points per game for the Brooklyn Nets. It was Steph Curry. I'm done reading this shit. I don't even want to continue on with this shit. First off, first off, first off, let me say this shit right here, okay? First off, you don't you need to make up your motherfucking mind, okay? Because when you first came out, oh yeah, it was the weakest move that he had made. It was the weakest move by him going to a Golden State and everything, and then you had people carrying and pushing that narrative. Okay, now let me explain something to y'all first and foremost. All right, I wasn't in no uproar when KD went to Golden State Warriors because in my mind, I was just like, okay, you still got to go out there and you still got to compete. And a lot of other, you'll be surprised, a lot of other NBA players weren't in as a uproar as what Stephen A. Hypocrite was really making it seem. Even D Wade had, who's really, he ain't all that cool with KD or wasn't at that time. They were, competitors, rightfully so. He basically said that, hey, it was a power move, you know. But your narrative that you push was like, oh yeah, it was a weak move and everything. So then, what did they do? They villainized Kevin Durant. There were, people constantly coming at him and stuff like that. On social media, you name it, they were coming at him. They were aiming for him. You know what I'm saying? And see, you carried a whole different type of energy when his mom had came up there on first take. Man, you look shook. When both moms that came up there, you look shook. When Mama Durant and Mama Green had came up there, you look shook because how the hell you gonna sit up there and you gonna talk about a weak move when you don't know that dude's situation? You don't know the expectations that is being placed on that man to win every night, much less win a damn championship. You know what I'm saying? But there you go, always wanting to tear somebody down. And then you want to sit up there and you want to have the audacity to, oh, well, you know what, man, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks, anything like that. Man, you ain't nothing but a token Negro. You know what I'm saying? And a front runner. And like you already said, you'll do anything to please your motherfucking boss. You know what I'm saying? So this is what else I have to say too. So now you sit up there, oh, well, you know what? You shouldn't have never made the decision to go to Brooklyn. Man, maybe he wanted to go to fucking Brooklyn because for one, okay, like people want to chant, oh yeah, well, you gotta get one on your own and all this other bullshit. Now he does it. Now you want to sit up there and then you want to try to bring Kyrie in this bitch and try to make him look bad when Kyrie, it's not Kyrie's fault. Look, you got two superstars on the goddamn team. There is not no reason for them to not win. Okay? I don't want to hear that shit. You talking about, oh yeah, Kyrie failed you and all this. And Kyrie didn't do a motherfucking thing. So you gonna say that about Aaron Rodgers? Are you gonna say about some of them other guys that haven't taken the jab? You out your motherfucking mind. And then on top of that, you sitting up here, you saying, okay, yeah, he's failed you and it's Kyrie's fault and everything. Man, Kyrie don't have nothing to do with this. Kyrie is his own man. Just like James Harden is his own man. If James Harden, look, now you just people are just really starting to see James Harden for what he is. Okay, you really got to play. You got to go out there and you have to play. There's flat out no excuses. And KD, he's doing what he's making the best out of a situation right now that the cards have been dealt. Okay, and he's still a leading scorer in the NBA. And of course Steph Curry is going to be shimmying and doing whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's in a happy place right now. But he still got love for them brothers or anything like that. It's not like he's rubbing it in or any of that because they neither one of them won a championship last year. So what the hell is you saying? Talking about, oh, it's Kyrie fault. So make up your motherfucking mind, okay? Did you want him to go to Brooklyn, or did you want him to stay in Golden State? Because the last time I checked, your ass was sitting up there saying, okay, it was a weak move, and you was the main one carrying that motherfucking cape. And despite him winning the championship that he did in Golden State, despite him being successful in the finals and everything, it still irks your nerves to give that man credit. It still irks your nerves. Hell, there's a lot of people that really don't, they don't respect the championships that he got there, and it's silly motherfuckers like you that are the front runner for that shit, that are right in the front. Listen, he won that motherfucker, and you still got to go out there and you still got to execute. It don't matter. It's still the NBA, and anybody can be beat. Everybody talking about, oh, all this three superstars. Da 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 da. You know, Steph is playing short-handed. He's still going out there. They just, and they're not doing that bad. You act like the Nets are at the bottom of the barrel or something, or at the bottom of the East or something like that. Talking about it's Kyrie fault. Kyrie don't have nothing to do with this situation. But see, that's what you want to do. You want to put that narrative out there, and you want to sit up there and you want to try to triple down on Kyrie and make him feel like, oh, he's the bad person. He's the mole out of the situation and shit. What's up with it, T Price? I see you in the building. Go subscribe to that nigga T Price page. You know what I'm saying? You said, man, I could smell a coon from a mile away. I could smell a coon from a mile away, for real. And all you trying to do is you just trying to please these motherfuckers with the shit that you say, man. You know, man, listen, in your heart of hearts, if you was real, you would be like a motherfucker like Jay Will and say, okay, you know what? I'm not having that shit. At least Jay Will gonna go up there and stand on principle. You not standing on shit, man. The only thing that you standing on is people's fucking nerves. Now this shit right here, this shit really pissed me off. I wasn't, and you know what? I really wasn't gonna go. I already went in on your motherfucking ass before, but I really got to go in on your ass because you sitting up there just a couple years ago. You sitting up there talking about a weak move. Now your ass want to get up here and say, okay, yeah, you shouldn't have made that decision. And more importantly, you sitting up there saying it's Kyrie's fault. Shit, man, it's your fault for being a fucking disgrace, man, and failing another brother, man. That's what the fuck you doing. Listen, I didn't even get up there and say that KD, whether anybody liked the move or not, people wouldn't even do the silly shit that you just did. If you said it was a weak move, you should just stand on that shit. But don't sit up there and say, okay, yeah, now you want to be on KD's side when you wasn't even on the side from the get-go. The only reason that you on KD's side is because his mom came up there and checked your motherfucking ass. And she probably checked your ass behind the scenes too. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it a stack, man. No, fuck that, man. Let's keep it a G out in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? There's silly motherfuckers that sit up there. They they try to act like they class personified, as you like to call it and shit, just because you in journalism and shit like that, and you use that motherfucking platform to try to uh, kill another brother and destroy his whole fucking character. You know what I'm saying? And really, to be honest with you, it really wasn't no fucking weak move. It was something that he wanted to do. Okay, so what? There's been other players that have went to other teams. Ray Allen did it when he was with Boston. You know, nobody came at Rondo when he went to the Lakers. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cedric Maxwell. If I'm not mistaken, I think so. I can't I don't remember that right now, right off the top of my head. But other players have done that shit. You know, I mean, fucking, Charles Oakley later on. I mean, he went to the motherfucking New York Knicks when he was with the Chicago Bulls, and they was fucking rivals. Maybe not as much during that time. And I know he wasn't no mega superstar, no shit like that. But I mean, come on, man. He a human being. He got control of whatever the fuck he wants to do. And you can't do nothing about it. What did he get out of the deal? He got rings. And come 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, they're not going to be looking at it like that. You don't control anybody fucking chessboard. You always trying to get on there and y'all trying to control a nigga's chessboard. That's what the fucking problem with y'all is. Y'all trying to control somebody's chessboard. And listen, to my viewers and my listeners and my subscribers, hey, if you feel that I'm coming off, a certain way, look, I'm not apologetic for anything that I'm saying, because this right here, especially if you're a brother, man, this should piss you off more than anything. Because how you go from, okay, this is a weak move. You did three different things. You did three different things that were that were hypocritical more than anything, right? You get up there, you sat up there, and then you say, okay, look, this was a weak move, by the weakest move in history by NBA superstar. Da 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 da. Da. Then it killed your ass to give him credit. Then he goes to Brooklyn. Okay, you sat up there. Now you want to sit up there, and then you want to have a totally different energy, because in the beginning you were like, okay, well, you started to bring that whole little stupid shit about him linking up with Kyrie and him linking up with James Harden and everything, but you still had to you had to ride the wave or whatever. Now you want to be a hypocrite. Now you want to be like, oh, okay, well, he shouldn't have went to Brooklyn. Well, yeah, he shouldn't have went there. Man, get the fuck out of here. You was just a couple years ago just saying that it was a weak move. Well, then you wanna throw Kyrie in the deal. Kyrie failed you, bro. Man, that motherfucker, man, Kyrie didn't fail shit. He didn't fail shit. He didn't fail shit. And he didn't fail that organization. He didn't fail nobody. Because look at it like this: if they were playing and they were losing, then guess what? You still gonna come out there and come out with some sort of made up narrative and trying to push that shit and try to use any fucking excuse as to why they losing. And they're really not losing. If you really want to be honest with you, they just not at the top of the East. So what the fuck are we talking about here? Y'all want me to be soft and sweet about this shit. Y'all want me to be like, oh, man, it's okay. And da 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 da. I'm not gonna do that shit. That's the problem now. Nobody's on his helmet. He wants to be controversial, but you see, the thing about it is that that listen. I'm all for speaking your mind, and there's gonna be people being controversial, just like Kendrick Perkins. I'm gonna be on your helmet too. I haven't forgot about that shit. Got a lot of other shit going right now. There's other shit in the world right now than to be tearing another brother down. You know what I'm saying? We already destroying each other and already are the victim, or have a lot to do with the victim of each other's demise. But you don't make that shit no better with the shit that you say. Nobody even said, everybody, no, they were happy about it. The organization was happy about it. At that time, Steph, Clay, and Draymond were happy about it. And look, I know Draymond Green came with or without you. We would have won it and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's, hey, when your adrenaline is pumping and you a competitor and shit like that. I'm not making excuses for Draymond, but sometimes you say some shit that you really don't mean. They've already had a heart-to-heart talk. They've already talked about it and everything. You know what I'm saying? When you in between lines, there's a lot of shit that's said that really I can't even say on YouTube. There's been shit that's been said to me, shoot, in the damn pickup game, to where it's like, you know what, man, that's fighting words, or we gonna have to take this outside of there. What's up with it, Marco Hinton? Texas in the building. Texas always represents. Salute to you, Marco. You want to sit up there and open up your like Marco Hinton said, open up your fat mouth. You know what I'm saying? I should say it in my Sanford and Sons voice. Uh-oh, that voodoo bitch. But that's what the fuck you acting like right now. It's like, uh-oh, that voodoo bitch. People don't know that's from Harlem Nights. But see, y'all motherfuckers up in here, y'all want to sit up there. Y'all don't know which way to turn. If they were winning, y'all wouldn't be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing about it is they are winning. That's the thing about it. This is what else that motherfucker had to say too. He said you got Kyrie Irving, who is a showstopper. Kyrie Irving, who is a superstar talent. He is box office and can't be trusted. I actually hope Kyrie Irving gets cut. I mean, this is a disgrace to sit up there and watch this team last night look like straight garbage. Every respectable team you go up against waxes y'all behind. And why? Because KD don't have no help. You're left there all alone. You don't have a culture. You don't even have a damn fan base. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, Stephen A. Get the fuck out of here with that. Get the fuck out of here, man. How the fuck they don't have a fan base and them motherfuckers is under they not even under 500? What the hell are you talking about, man? Okay, yeah. Maybe they're second in the motherfucking East right now. They 11-5. What the fuck are you talking about, bruh? You know what I'm saying? They beat Cleveland last night. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the, believe it or not, Cleveland is actually one of the better teams in the league this year. Last time I checked. But you talking about every team waxes they ass and shit like that. Man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Ain't nobody waxing shit. You know? They've actually done better than what people. They beat the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? They they lost to a couple of the other of the upper echelon teams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got beat by the Bulls, but for the most part, they've been doing their job. They lost a close one to the Heat, but they beat the top team in the East, and they beat us. They beat us when we had Joel, but we got them initially when we didn't have Joel and B. You know, so it's not like they haven't been they. Yeah, exactly. He needed, man. Pause on that shit. Pause on that, Margot. But man, for real, man, this motherfucker, man, he gets up there, man. Make up your motherfucking mind. You fucking hypocrite, bro. You a hypocrite, and all my LDBC brothers is gonna be on your helmet, man. And we not gonna stop. We know what the fuck you about. Putting this motherfucking narrative out there. KD didn't do nothing wrong. Say what you want. Even if it was a weak move, you can't stop him one on one, and it hasn't stopped him from going out there and averaging 28.9 and being one of the best players out there, people still think that KD is still skill-wise better than Giannis. So how the fuck they not doing good? No, see, you want Kyrie out there so that y'all can still continue to try to drive. The media wants to continue to drive this Kyrie shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to continue to try to make Kyrie, the I guess you could say, I wouldn't say Benedict Arnold, but they want to make him the black sheep, so to speak. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But he don't have shit to say about Aaron Rodgers, right? He ain't have shit to say about that shit. But I'm glad Jay Will was there to get on your motherfucking helmet in front of the world. I'm glad he was. Cause the world needed to see you for who you are. Sometimes, man, when Keyshawn and them be getting up there, man, sometimes and I be glancing at it. Sometimes, man, they in the back of their mind, I just feel like, man, sometimes they just be looking at it, they be like, man, this motherfucker full of shit. But they know that they really can't say nothing because they got to uphold some professionalism. But Jay Will kind of semi unleashed on his ass. For real. Now, I haven't went all the way in. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff that I could, man, further close the castic on and go in on. But, this is YouTube. And I try to keep, be somewhat professional around this bitch. But that's some asshole shit you did, man, for real. And making a statement like that, talking about, oh, it's Kyrie's fault. It's not Kyrie's fault. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if you don't want to put you sit up there and you try to say just a little bit about James Harden, but you double down on it. Man, listen, James Harden has always, look, James Harden is glorified because y'all see him as, such this great scorer and stuff like that, but not realizing that this guy, when he was in H-Town, was doing more damage to his team than good. Everybody wants to argue me on that, but look what ended up happening. He wasn't successful. If y'all want to give all this, uh, fuel and hate, you know what I'm saying, towards a guy like Westbrook, hey, you got to look at James Harden and see, okay, look, what is he doing? Listen, last year he did all right. He came in, you know what I'm saying, and he was facilitating and doing all that other stuff or whatever. But this year, you know what I'm saying, now that the rules have changed and everything, now you're beginning to see, you know, the real James Harden for what he is. Now, is he still a superstar? Yeah, I'd be silly not to say. Is he still got a lot of skills? Yeah, he's still a great and talented person, in terms of the basketball floor. But James Harden is not this quote unquote team player like everybody wants to make him out to be. He's just not. When he was in Houston, man, he had a lot of weapons that he could have used. You destroy your team when you constantly sit up there, dribbling the air out the ball, and then guess what? It leads to nothing. It doesn't lead to anything. It leads to a exit out of the playoffs time and time again when you've had chances to actually take your team to the promised land. Plenty of time. Yeah, Master Charlie. Yeah. he like that motherfucking coon on Django that fucking Samuel L. played. Fucking house nigga. That's what he is. Anyway, man, let me get out of here before I I go in. Like this video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Until then, man, it's Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I get at y'all later.